Hello, this is Antonio Cheek, your human performance advocate, and I just wanted to come back to you into your home, your office, and just reach out to you again and share some information that might be helpful to you in performing at your very best. Last time on the other video, we talked a little bit about what we call the 1% principle, where we talked about how we could get better at what we do by just getting 1% better each and every day. And that was really interesting because this was an opportunity for us to get better without the stress of overachieving. In other words, trying to be 100% better in our task, in our jobs, in our careers tomorrow. Give it some time, and over time we get better at what we do. So today I want to follow up. I got a lot of stuff I want to go over with you today, but I'm going to shorten it. I'm going to make it real short because I know sometimes the attention span can be like, hey, give it to me real quick. I got to get out of here. So I'm not going to take too much time. I got a lot of good information. To back up what we were talking about when we talked about the 1% principle, I wanted to introduce to you goal settings, because that's very important when it comes to you performing at your very best. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed that when you are about to go on vacation or maybe take a trip and leave work for a while, the week prior to that, you going on your vacation, have you noticed that your energy level has increased? As a matter of fact, I know for me, I've noticed it for me when I'm getting ready to go on vacation, in that week, I'm actually getting more done than I would have probably done weeks prior. Why is that? I mean, that's a really good question. You're getting ready to leave your thing that you do to make a living and make an earning, and you've put in your notice to take time off, and in those final days and week, you're running around doing projects, other people's projects, and all of a sudden nothing bothers you, there's no stress. And one of the things could be, when it comes to goal setting, there's a theory called the mechanistic theory that was created by a gentleman by the name of Locke in 1981. And here's what they said about goal setting, and I have them listed here. Excuse me. One, goal setting, when you do it right, will direct your attention on areas that it needs to be directed on. So if you're thinking about, if your goal is to go on vacation, your mindset is directed on going on vacation, and so you don't worry about those things that don't make sense to you at that point. The other thing is that it mobilizes your energy and your effort. So if you set goals properly, the energy that you're outputting or putting towards those goals that you want to achieve, when you do it right, and I'm putting emphasis on when you do it right, because I'm going to talk to you about that in just a second here, but when you do it right, they should actually energize you and make you more productive. And that's what performance is all about, is being more productive, having more productivity. The other thing that it does is it increases relevant learning strategies. So when you set proper goals and do it right, your mind starts to focus on things that are relevant to your goals. So that's why the statement or the saying is that people who set goals that are a little challenging tend to achieve more than those who set soft goals or no goals at all. So the goal here is to set goals and to do it properly. So properly, there's three types of goals we're looking at. We're looking at what we call outcome goals, which are goals that are related to a particular outcome. For example, winning a game. That's a goal that is an outcome goal. The outcome is to win or to achieve something, to achieve a status or something like that, to become a CEO of a company. That's the final outcome. And typically, outcome goals will end up being long-range goals. Then you have performance goals. Performance goals are going to be those goals that pretty much looks at your standard of excellence, and or how you process, how are you going to do things on a regimen. What's going to be your standard? And then you look at process goals, which I almost alluded to, which is going to be the daily execution. So if goals are giving you this energy and helping you to focus on relevant strategies and learning activities because of your goal setting, do you find yourself sometimes being frustrated with your goal setting process or the goals that you set, whether you achieve them or not. One of the things we're starting to find out in sports and athletics is elite athletes aren't so focused on outcome goal. So winning is important, but what they tend to focus on is the performance goals and the process goals. What are they going to do on a daily basis that's going to help them reach the outcome goal? Because here's the bottom line with an outcome goal: it's not totally in your control. So, and I'm just using this team because I'm in this area. So let's say if the Washington Redskins have a goal of winning the Super Bowl, that is a result or an event type goal, which is a task oriented or it's an outcome goal. However, them reaching that goal is not totally in their hands, meaning it's based on other factors. It's based on their opponents. They could win a game and they could play poorly, but their opponent could play worse and they could win, or they can play at their very best, but their opponent plays better and they could lose. So it's something that you can participate in, but you can't really control the outcome. I believe that when we set our goals, a lot of us are setting goals that are outcome goals. And so they're not totally in our control. They're based on or need the help of something else need to happen for those goals to come true or to manifest. And so therefore we can get frustrated and we don't enjoy the benefits of having more energy because of our goals, more focus, and understanding the relevant keys that we should be focusing on, relevant strategies, because we're setting improper goals. So here's what I'm going to do. If you are in the local area, I'm doing leading a discussion September the 22nd. I'm going to be over at the First Baptist Church of Glenarden, and we're going to be leading the discussion called Becoming More Than You Thought Possible. Becoming More Than You Thought Possible. And goal settings is just going to be one of many things. I'm going to come with so much information. This is going to bring your pen and paper and your recorder, because I'm going to come with some information to try to help you have some breakthroughs to get to the next level, and really why is it not happening now? Let's go ahead and address that. So it's going to start at 7 p.m. I'm going to put the information up here on the screen for you so you can see that. So if you're in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and it's going to be at the Ministry Center campus for the First Baptist Church of Glenarden, which is at 3600 Brightseat Road. I'm going to put this information up here for you as well. So if you're in the area, you definitely don't want to miss that. It's going to be at 7 p.m. and get there early, because a lot of people are trying to find a way of becoming more than they ever thought possible, and you can do it too. So I look forward to seeing you there. I will follow up on some of this performance outcome goals, performance goals, and process goals later, probably next month, because we're getting ready to do this event here. But if you want to get it firsthand and work through some things and look at the emotional cycle that we have, and we're going to work through that. Some fun. We're going to have some food, a little bit of some questions and answer sessions, and we're really going to get into it. And I hope to see you there. So other than that, I think those are all the things I want to let you know. Put everything that we need. I'll put it up on the screen here so you can see that. I'm just going through my notes real quick. That's it. So I will see you there. Please forward this video email, to anybody that you think might be interested. You can actually send the whole link, forward the whole email to somebody with the embedded video, or you can just share it. So come out, bring your family and your friends, because we're going to learn how, because everybody wants to know how to set proper goals, and more importantly, how to become more than you ever thought possible. Again, this is Antonio Cheeks, your human performance advocate, and I'm hoping that you too begin to live above boundaries.